of the tape for this middleweight matchup. Jackson, the 35-year-old, he's only 5'8", but he packs big-time power into his 185-pound frame. The newcomer, Keith Rockel, with that Thai judo background, steps into the biggest venue in the land. He has well earned his shot on the big stage. Our referee for this matchup is Larry Landless. 3 5-minute rounds, and we are set for the first matchup of our night here at the Mohegan Sun.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's rock and roll.
Here we go. Landless says let's rock and roll. They touch in respect. And Jackson, he has lost his last 3 fights, all 3 times being submitted, but
you know, it's do or die time as Rockel charges right in and locks him up against the fence.
Rockel's doing a nice job of controlling double underhooks here and keeping him against the fence. There's the takedown.
You don't mind that chest against chest, Randy?
No, it's a good position.
Why is it so of a strong and positive position?
As long as you're inside the guy's arms like that, you smother him. It makes it real hard for him to hit you.
Jackson trying to work from below, half guard. Rockel in Jackson's. Now with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, we know that Rockel can use some submissions.
Yeah, he's been in hook and shoot many times. He's finished all but one opponent, all by submissions. You see him pressing down with that shoulder on the side of the head, looking to pass that guard and get his right leg through.
You can tell he's studied this game. He's trying to steer him to the fence and use the fence to his advantage here. Jackson's doing a good job of using his feet to stay off that fence.
And there's the mount.
Got the full mount now. Now you've seen him in 6 hook and shoot fights, all in which he's been victorious. Jeff, is he more apt to try to throw submission?
I think he's going to go for a submission. He's got the dominant position here, but you never know. He has been training. There's a nice shot, shoving the chest forward. There, it's that arm triangle. He's working for it.
Starting to isolate that right arm of Eugene. Oh, there we go.
Just missed on the combination there. Jackson getting out of the way. But on a full mount position early here is Keith Rockel.
He is known for that arm triangle. Put away several opponents with that.
It's a big opportunity for this hook and shoot champion. Normally fights at around into fight at 185 against the Wolf Eugene Jackson. 2-3 after exploding and literally exploding with the knockouts over Yamamiya and Royce Alger. Things have been a bit more tough here in the recent bouts that Eugene Jackson has fought. He's found himself in this position more often.
Yeah, the competition in this weight division, which started off not having very many fighters, now you have them crawling out of the woodwork to get in here in the UFC. And Rockel is no different. And Jackson, always dangerous.
Jackson did win the first Boss Rutan Invitational, 4 bouts by submission. But tough to submit from this point, especially against a guy as experienced with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background as Keith Rockel.
Keith's doing a good job of keeping his hooks in there, vining his legs in to keep that position. Oh, Eugene's giving his back. He's in trouble.
Now the choke is on. Can he land it? Can he dig it? Can Jackson get out of the way? He's got the legs working too, Jeff.
Yeah, he's got both hooks in, trying to extend his body. This makes it unable for Jackson to move. Jackson, oh, he's got it cinched. Jackson's chin tell from this vantage point.
Well, Jackson was just trying to press the action and reverse out of the dominant mount position that Rockel had, and now he finds himself, Randy, in a worse scenario, doesn't he?
This is a tough spot to get out of. You really got to fight the hands and look for a way to turn that one hip down and face your opponent and end up in his guard.
Jackson looked calmly towards his corner there, though.
You see Jackson, he's trying to hook around Rockel's ankle. Rockel doing the wise thing, not crossing his feet. Therefore, Jackson can't get that ankle lock.
There, he's past one leg now. He should be able to get out from here.
Half guard. So Jackson getting impatient, trying to make something happen after being in the full mount, and almost got himself submitted.
He needs to really work hard here and pull full guard, or he's going to get mounted again.
Eugene told me before his last matchup, the loss to Ricardo Almeida by triangle choke, back at UFC 33 that he had been training a lot in submissions, not so much to win by a submission, but to counter the fact that he would not lose by a submission.
When you've got good hands, that's an advantage. If you can keep a guy from hurting you on the ground and keep the fight on its feet, then it's to your advantage to use those strong hands.
Now, Jackson may weather this first storm, 3 5-minute rounds in this middleweight matchup from Mohegan Sun as the UFC has come to New England.
Does it appear that Rockel has those first-time jitters like we've seen a lot of the fighters come into UFC?
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Latinless in control as the referee letting them know the final 10 seconds of round 1. A round that on the judges card will clearly go to the newcomer Keith Rockel.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just take a swing and let walk.
Randy Rockel was able to do what he wanted to do there in round number 1.
He showed an amazing amount of composure for a guy the first time in the octagon. He did a great job.
Tim Lachik partnering with Eugene Jackson. How does Eugene try to keep it on his feet? We'll try to hear what Tim has to say.
Okay, you waited for him to close the gap on you.
Get this water, please.
Okay. In your feet, in your feet.
Now the mount was the dominant position early.
Yeah, he seemed to sneak this right leg through here. Look, Eugene trying to push off the fence, but it kind of backfires on him, and Rockel able to get the leg right through.
And then the reversal.
And now Eugene's actually trying to sweep and hope to get out. And what he ends up doing is giving Keith his back and both hooks in, and it's a tough spot to be in.
Second round set to go. Jackson wants to go toe-to-toe.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's rock and roll.
And showed some discipline there, avoiding the submission. They size each other up. The kick, and there's a combination by Jackson.
There's the guns firing.
Yep. It was a counter after that kick, though, by Keith Rockel. Oh, just missed with the big left.
Hand. That's a good tactic, countering a kick with a couple of punches. You make him pay for stepping in there to kick you.
Nice job of Rockel. Reverses it mid-transition there as Jackson tried to get the takedown. Now Jackson has his guard, so this could be a little interesting here to see what Jackson has learned on the ground. He's made no bones about it. He's been training in jiu-jitsu.
He considers himself a freestyle fighter, but he has been well-versed in many of the disciplines.
He's come over the head now. He's got his head in trouble there for a guillotine choke.
One of the keys is to play your game, not theirs, but so far he's not able to do it. He's trying to lock one in on the choke. Eugene Jackson trying to work the head of Keith Rockel.
Using some of that upper body strength. He's squeezing it pretty good.
There it is, it's over! It is over! Jackson was able to choke out Keith Rockel and win by submission. You said you wanted to see how he worked from the closed guard, and he worked it nearly to perfection.
Let's face this way, guys.
Great job done by Eugene Jackson, losing his last 3 fights and coming back and earning the submission victory here in round number 2. Take a look at the end of the fight and how Jackson was able to finish it.
Rockel was caught in this guillotine. He gave a thumbs up when the referee was asking if he was okay, and then there's the tap. Couldn't take too much of that.
He had the leverage, Randy.
He sure did. He caught his chin. He got it right in against his throat. He used that upper body strength in his hips and really applied the choke.
I think we found out how much Eugene Jackson has learned about the game of submissions. For the official word, let's go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner in round 2 at 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Winner due to a tap out from a choke, the Wolf, Eugene Jackson.
What to me may be more impressive than the submission victory itself is how he was able to avoid the choke in round number 1.
Yeah, he was.
So congratulations goes to Eugene Jackson. He is back to his winning ways.